Hey, you all, and good morning. Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from Kingman, Arizona, aboard the Southwest Chief. It's about 6:30 a.m. Looks like we've made a stop here in Kingman. I'm not sure how long we're going to be there. They don't make announcements until 7, so I don't know if this is a fresh air stop or not, or why we are sitting here. But yeah, our journey continues today. Originally, we were supposed to arrive in Los Angeles in less than an hour from now. I think it was like a little bit before 7:30. That's changed. Like I said, there's been a chain reaction of events on this train. There was wildfires out in New Mexico the day before yesterday, which caused chaos. Obviously, it was right. Actually, I think it went over the train track because they showed us where it happened. There was burn marks on both sides of the train. So there was obviously, if the track's on fire, you cannot take a train through it. I think that's safe to say. I don't know everything about trains, but I know you probably shouldn't drive through a wall of fire. So that slowed everything down. When we got to La Junta, Colorado yesterday, we had to wait 3 hours because the crew was tired, and by law they have to, after I think it was working after 12 hours, they have to have at least 8 hours off to rest before they can get back on, because obviously, crews were slowed down, stopped because of the fires. So then of course the train behind them gets slowed down, and so on and so forth. So yeah, we ended up sitting for 3 hours in La Junta, and there was a bunch of little mini stops last night where they made an announcement that they had to stop. It's like, well, we're sitting here for 30 minutes to allow another train to pass, because the trains, they're scheduled very tightly. If it's leaving at 1:59, that's 1:59, not 2 o'clock. So if you're out of sync, out of whack, it makes it harder and harder to get back into the groove of things, because you're having to stop and let other trains, it's a tightly run system. And then there's one little hiccup, it sends the whole system into chaos. So that's what happened, and that's why we're not near Los Angeles yet. Originally we were supposed to be there a little bit before 7:30. Now they are looking at, just check the app, it is past 1:30, so that is over a 5-hour delay that we are on. So I'm not stressed about it at all. I'm just happy to be here. As long as I get to Los Angeles at some point, I will be happy. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're maybe stopped again here to because of all the chaos. Oh, well, there we go. We actually just started moving. So we are rolling out of Kingman, Arizona, and we're going to be continuing on until Los Angeles. Oh, that's a train museum there. I saw a little miniature train inside. I think the only way to see all these museums, these train museums, is to actually do the train route by car. Which is, in some ways defeats the points. But I think it'll be interesting just to have a chance to explore the route a little better, get in the car and just do all the stops that the train would do. Be interesting. Let me know if you guys are interested in seeing that. Yeah, interesting to be cruising along Route 66 by train. Yeah, we were pretty much following the path of Route 66 until we get to Los Angeles. I see some of that Route 66 neon right there. Oh yeah, I've been here. Of course I've been here. I've done Route 66 twice. There's a little Route 66 shield that you can drive through. Oh, there's the Route 66 Visitor Center. I've been in there. Yeah, good memories of Route 66. I want to do Route 66 again, and I think I'm going to do it next year because it is the 100th anniversary of Route 66. Some of the beautiful terrain here in New Mexico. Oh, there's some carnival rides. See the moon, still out, a morning moon, shining over this massive junkyard. Must have had some changes in elevation last night because my water bottle imploded. This is the Colorado River, and I guess we are officially crossing into California.
This is the Colorado River. Welcome to California. Good morning.
And my breakfast has arrived. I wasn't sure if we were going to get breakfast this morning because we were originally supposed to get off the train before 7:30. But I guess we get it now. I'm not sure if we're going to get lunch. Probably not, I imagine, because I hadn't planned for it. But we can have a wonderful breakfast here. I got the quesadilla, breakfast quesadilla. There's really nothing on there. There's really nothing on there but eggs and cheese. Thought I had more stuff. I don't know. Maybe they didn't have the fried onions last night. Maybe they're running short on supplies because of the delays. But they do have some salsa here that I can dip the quesadilla in. I think last time it had like tomatoes and onions and stuff in it. But it's still good. They were also out of diet soda, but luckily I had grabbed some when we were in La Junta.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming up to a little bit of freight congestion. Our dispatch was asked to hold out of Eagle.
Got some more freight congestion. Is the story of this trip. It's okay. Just sit. I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna eat my breakfast.
All
right. Yeah, a lot of salsa on there. Yeah, apparently they're not letting us into Needles yet because it's congested because we're way off schedule. So when you're way off schedule, you keep hitting more road bumps. That's pretty good. We should have more stuff on it, but it's still pretty yummy. Yeah, yummy breakfast as we cruise through the California desert. Stop here at the train station in Needles, California, which is another Route 66 town. We are waiting for this freight train and all of its Amazon Prime packages to leave the station before we can safely leave. We are back on the move.
When you get to Fullerton Station, yeah. Right.
Seems out here in the desert we're passing a lot of massive freight trains. And apparently we are doing lunch. He just came and took my lunch order. Got the patty melt. They are out of diet soda, but I did bring some. I did pick some up in La Junta. Yeah, probably running running short on supplies now. Hopefully they have everything they need to make the patty melt. This will be our final fresh air stop of this journey. So we're headed into the Barstow, California train station. We have some old trains here. So we're rolling into the station. And here we are in Barstow, California. Like I said, this is our final fresh air stop. They said we're only going to be here for about 5 minutes, so probably not even enough time to walk down and see those old trains, but at some point I need to come back here to Barstow and check out the train museum. This is Casa del Deserto. Does that mean House of the Desert? Yeah, what a train ride it's been. We've essentially been on the train for 72 hours by the time we finally reach Los Angeles. Yeah, I wanted to go down there and see those old trains, but trying to adhere to the train code and not get left behind. I've had too many close calls so far. All aboard. Yeah, I'd say we passed up probably half a dozen train museums just on this trip alone. Yeah, a lot of the towns, they turn their old train stations into museums, even though they're functionally still a train station. And man, I wish they would give you, like, if there's a train museum, I wish they would give you a tour. That's like my idea of like an Amtrak like history tour where they take you across the country, show you the old train stations, give you a little more time to take things in. I don't know if that's, I guess that's something that does not exist, but it's something I wish existed. Like I said, I may have to take the train trip again with my car so I can follow the route of the rails and then visit all the different museums and train stops along the way. If you'd be interested in that, leave a comment in the comments section. And as we roll out of Barstow, we are stuck on this train until we get to Los Angeles. It says it was the last fresh air stop, so our last gasp of fresh air here in Barstow. Now, I admit, when we got to Barstow, I was a little disappointed because I thought we were going to be stopping at Barstow Station, which is a roadside attraction. It's actually an old train station that is now like turned into a mini mall, fast food court. You can actually get McDonald's and eat it in an old train car. And there's a lot of other fun stuff. There's old cars and stuff there. So we stopped at the historic one. I was like, oh man, I thought we were stopping at the old Route 66 Barstow station, but apparently that's not. They don't use it for the Amtrak passenger trains anymore. Yeah, there's been a lot of freight trains, a lot of trains carrying freight running alongside us, or freight trains we have to stop for. It seems like here on the Southwest Chief, you're running a lot of the same train routes used by freight, which I think, you know, all the Amtrak passenger trains run on the tracks for freight trains. But it just seems like there is so many freight trains, especially out here in the desert, just these giant freight trains heading down the tracks. And checking out the comments from yesterday's video. Again, I always learn things from you guys. Apparently the Tarantula Festival in La Junta is the migration of tarantulas. So you can see a giant tarantula migration, which sounds terrifying and amazing. Yeah, maybe some year I need to get out there and watch the great tarantula migration. Just hundreds and hundreds of fuzzy spiders skittering across the town. Oh man. There's another question here about if I feel unsafe leaving my stuff, because the door here, it only locks. It's got a latch on it. It only locks from the inside. So if you leave your room, technically anyone can leave, can go into your room. Actually, don't tell anyone, but last night I got up to go to the bathroom and I came back and laid down in the wrong bed. There was no one. It was an empty room. There was no one in there, but I think it was a run in there. I was just so tired. I just got back in and I plopped out, and I'm like, yeah, none of my stuff is here. So I quickly skittered out and found the right room. That would have been much more embarrassing if like I opened the door and there was people in there. But yeah, it's your stuff's not secure. I mean, if you're really worried about it, you can you could take your stuff with you. I don't know, you got your suitcases up here. I guess people could steal your suitcases. I don't know, maybe like if you're really worried about it, you could like bike chain them all together so someone couldn't take them all at once, like it would be too unwieldy. Honestly, I just don't really worry about it. It's just, I don't know, it's just not that kind of vibe to me, at least. I usually just don't even think twice about it. I just feel like my stuff is safe. I mean, it feels like the vast majority of people here on the train are here to enjoy the train ride, that are here to get across the country. The coach passengers, they're not allowed to come back into the sleeping car area. So only you can go to any of the sleeper cars as long as you have one of your own. You can travel through. So they usually like separate the train where coach is on one side and the sleepers are on the other, and then in the middle is the dining car and the sightseer lounge. So that cuts down on the number of people headed through the hallway. So everyone that's heading down the hallway does have a sleeper car, and they'll ask, like, I'll be coming back through the dining room, they're like, will check with me, you got a sleeper car? Yeah, of course you could lie and go back here, but that seems like a lot of work to steal someone's headphones. I don't know. But yeah, I don't get a bad vibe. It's a cool vibe. And I'm not saying that coach passengers are going to steal stuff either. I'm just saying that's just a lot of people down there. So them not coming back here just cuts down on the amount of people traveling in the hallway. So usually there's not that many people. There's not that much traffic. Usually it's just traffic, people either going to eat or going to the bathroom or going to the lounge. Other than that, it's pretty quiet in the hallways. I feel like there's attendants around. Your attendant knows that you're supposed to be in the room. So if they see someone else in your room or looking into your room, I'm sure they would say something. I'm sure that would not go over well. I mean, I'm sure they're always very nice. They're always very polite, but yeah, I'm sure they're watching you to some degree to make sure that you stay out of other people's rooms. So yeah, that's just my thought on that. Again, I feel safe. I feel it's a good vibe, a good energy here on the train. I'm not worried about stuff being stolen. And then I got a lot of comments about where did I put my, oh, there it is, about where did I what about calling pop or soda. It seems like pop generally is like Michigan, northern Indiana, and western New York. I mentioned Jen calls it pop still, and someone said that western New York calls it pop, but eastern New York calls it soda. They said, I guess people in Syracuse say soda, people in Rochester, Buffalo say pop. So there's like a divide down the middle of the state. Now, someone criticized me that I was not saying pop, even though I'm from northern Indiana. And the reason I don't say pop is I did say pop when I was a little kid. I called it pop. All my friends called it pop. My mom called it pop. My grandma called it pop. We all called it pop. But then when I went and visited my dad's family in Wisconsin, you know, I visited there quite often. Kind of, you know, I went to school in Indiana, but, you know, I spent all my vacations, all my summer breaks at my dad's in Wisconsin. And I have a huge family in Wisconsin, and they would all make fun of me for saying pop. They would tease me about it. I don't know, for whatever reason, people in Wisconsin, they're relentless if anyone dares call it pop. So yeah, bullying from my family. Eventually I just got sick of people calling it, you know, making fun of me for calling it pop and teasing me because I call it pop. So I think I just switched just so they would shut up. And so I've just been calling it soda since then. And yeah, it just, pop seems weird. I don't know. Pop, the word pop. It's just, I don't know. It's just one syllable. It sounds strange. It feels awkward to me. Jen still calls it pop. She won't vary. She refuses to call it anything else. Heading into Victorville, California. Oh, is that a Greyhound bus? Maybe this is another half Amtrak, half Greyhound station. Here in Victorville, California. Yeah, I see people taking pictures and video of the train rolling in. Oh, look at those rock formations there. Look at that, you can see another train from our train. Oh yeah, there's the other train. Oh wow, look at that. So magnificent. I don't think I've seen rock formations like this. And as we wind through the California mountains here, my food has arrived. Got the Angus burger with Swiss cheese. And I originally had ordered the patty melt, but the attendant came back and said that apparently the kitchen, I guess just because these are like unexpected meals, they weren't expecting to have to make them, that the only of all these lunch items, the only ones that were available are either the Angus burger or the vegan Angus burger. And also I'm noticing no lettuce, no tomato, so we're rationing here, folks. So no lettuce, onion, or tomato, but that's fine with me. Fine with me. I'm just going to add all the different condiments here. A little bit of mayonnaise there. A little bit of mayonnaise. A little bit of mustard. There we go. And a lot of ketchup. Now that is a burger ready to be eaten. Now, like I mentioned, we weren't even supposed to be having lunch on the train because we were supposed to be getting off the train in Los Angeles at 7:30 this morning. It is now 12:30, so I guess we're having lunch on the train. They also announced that they were giving free lunch, which I'm assuming is a burger, to all the coach passengers as well. Food's not included for them, but I guess since technically they were trapped an extra 6 hours on the train, they don't have anywhere to lay down. They don't have, they don't have food included. They have to pay for their individual food items. So yeah, I think because they were trapped and didn't have the option, that They generously gave them a burger to keep them full until we get to Los Angeles. Yeah, one more train burger before LA. Oh, look, there's one of those fake tree cell phone towers. And there is the San Bernardino train station. Another really cool old train station. We don't get out here. We've already had our last breath of fresh air. And it does look like the San Bernardino station is a railroad museum. It's almost like every train station is a railroad museum along the Southwest Chief. I need to be making a list. Like I said, I'm going to come back and visit all these museums. It pains me, I have the EM rule. I like to stop at any museum that's open just to see, because there's always something we're seeing in any museum. So it's like it pains me with my EM rule to just pass by these open railroad museums without getting a chance to at least take a peek. And here we depart the San Bernardino rail yard. Now I want to reiterate, I love these cross-country train rides, and I've had a wonderful time on the Southwest Chief. Some amazing views out this window to my right, and it's been a very relaxing adventure, but I think I'm ready to get off the train. Yeah, by the time I get off the train, it will have been 72 hours on one train. It's a lot of time on a train. I'm gonna be doing this again very soon, getting on another long distance train ride. But yeah, this is a long one. I think it's long. Yeah, it's long to begin with, and then we had 6 hours tacked on. Hopefully, there's no more delays. I don't think there's going to be more delays. I think they are on track, and hopefully we should be in Los Angeles in an hour or two.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming up to a red signal. We do have a freight train that needs to cross in front of us. Once they get out of our way, we'll proceed on into our next station stop of Riverside. So again, we're going to come to a stop, let a freight train clear out of our way, then we'll proceed on. Thank you.
There's the Riverside station here. Another quick stop. Some Metrolink trains. I think this is the trains that service the Southern California region. Looks like the Metrolink and Amtrak both use this station.
Observation lounge car will close upon our arrival into Fullerton. Let's go. Cafe. Let's go.
Look how tall some of those palm trees are. It's almost ridiculous. Oh, look at all these food trucks down here. Yeah, we are leaving Riverside. We only have one more stop before Los Angeles, stopping in Fullerton, California, and then we will finally be on the way to our final destination. Oh, some of those palm trees are cell phone towers too. You can never trust a tree. That's what I've learned. Oh, there's a ring of fire. This little like carnival or fun center there. Yeah, it is a stark difference, after riding the train through some of the most empty parts of the country, then finally emerging in one of the most populated parts of the country here in Southern California. Yeah, quite a stark difference. Some sort of lush golf course there. Wonder if the golfers find it annoying that the train comes by and honks while they're trying to golf. Oh, in the Fullerton station, another train museum. Oh, look at this. They even have a nice little diner there at the train station. It's a nice train station. And they have a museum. Yeah, I feel like they're teasing me at this point with all these cool train stations.
Angels, you'll be able to claim your check luggage and baggage claim. Baggage claim is located on the west end of Union Station.
Oh, and look at that. You can see the skyline back there. You can see there the Los Angeles River actually has some water in it. There's been times that I've been here where there was either no water or maybe just a teeny tiny trickle down the center. There's a car driving down there. Are they supposed to be doing that? Seems dangerous. Yeah, just rolling down the river here. And it does appear that we made it. We are here at Union Station in Los Angeles. There's the Pacific Surfliner. I may need to check out that train at some point. I forget where that goes. The Surfliner. And I think it's happened. I think we are here. I think we can get off the train. And we have left Southwest Chief, our home for the past 3 days. So yeah, look how grimy the train got on our travels. We made it. Made it here to Los Angeles. That'll do, train. That'll do. But believe it or not, I don't think we're done with trains for today. I'm gonna see if I can hop on one of these Metrolink trains and get us to our final destination of the evening. Okay, this is the Metro line. I think we can use these machines here to buy us a ticket somehow. All right, I've got my tap card, my brand new tap card. We'll see if we can use this to get on the train. Okay, I think I figured this out. Let's go for it. Okay, apparently we tap here. All right, I guess we head up these stairs. All right, I think this is our train. And the worst thing about using travel not involving a car is the luggage. I got my giant backpack on, pulling my carry-on suitcase, my CPAP there. Had to lift that all the way up those giant stairs. Oh, and there we go. We are rocketing out of the station.
Welcome aboard the Metro A line. This train's final destination is downtown Long Beach Station. We're on this ride together, so please don't play loud music. The next stop is Little Tokyo Arts District Station on First between Alameda and Central. Exit here for Japanese American National Museum.
Yeah, it looks like they're having some issues down there. Look at that, LA traffic.
This is a Metro A line train.
know me, I just can't get enough trains. Been on a train 72 hours, and the first thing I do when getting off, get on a train. Following along on the map here, we want to get on the C line, the green line. So we want to get off at Willowbrook, Rosa Parks. I may be speaking too soon, but this seems a lot easier, more accessible than a lot of the other public transit that I've tried in other cities. Now we boarded the train above ground, but it looks like most of this is going to be underground traveling. So when I tapped in, there was no one at the actual station. You just like tapped the machine and walked up. But then just now the LAPD ran into the car and just made everyone show their tap card. So held it up and I was good. Okay, we have emerged from the ground. We're now back up at street level.
Now arriving. Cameo station. Exit here for Victorville and San Bernardino, LA Live.
Dang, I need to get where I'm going, but there's a unicorn museum at this stop. I need to look that up later. Maybe I need to come back to the unicorn museum.
This train's final destination.
Oh, I spotted a visitor over there.
Bison designated areas.
So it said over the speaker here not to engage with any solicitors, anyone selling anything. And the two guys just got on the train, and one guy was selling chips and soda and headphones, and the other guy was selling tasers, and he actually took out one of the tasers and started zapping it in the air. Anyone want a taser, which seems mildly threatening. Oh my goodness.
Connect here with the Metro C line upstairs. And remember to tap again to transfer.
All right, this is our stop here where we connect with the green line. The green line is upstairs. Oh, these stairs. So we tap again, and there we go. Oh my gosh, I can't believe they're making me walk up all these stairs with all this luggage. So in Canada, I got in trouble just for owning a taser. Here in Los Angeles, apparently you can buy a taser on a train. The C line, aka the green line. Oh, and over here.
This train is out of service.
Okay, this is actually the last stop on the C line, so we're gonna head back down the stairs. So we have completed our journey on the Metro, and I actually like the Metro from my experience, which is just those two trains right now. It seemed pretty easy to use. I was able to figure it out. I looked at the map, and I was able to figure it out. I'm starting to get better at reading these maps. The key is the key to these maps is you gotta figure out where the final stop is, and then see where, if your stop is along that, and make sure you're headed on the train with the final stop listed. If that makes sense. It took me a while to figure that out. But yeah, now we walk. The magical land of California, where they call Hardee's Carl's Jr. There's actually LAX over here to my left. Now I would take this bird scooter to my destination, but I don't know how I would put my luggage on there. Also, I don't want to die. And I forget if I gave the final tally or not, but the train, the Southwest Chief, was 7 hours late. So that, you know, like I said, if you're riding the trains, expect delays. I think that's just part of the train experience. You know, there's one road, there's one rail that the train can go on. If something obstructs that rail, then that's gonna stop everything dead in its track. And then it takes them a while to get caught up, even after they're up and running, because it just causes a log jam in the whole system. And again, the worst thing about carless travel is the luggage. Now, of course, you want to, you know, you don't want to run out of clothes. You want to make sure you have everything I may need for filming and editing. But I'm going to be gone from home for a month, so I need to be able, literally need to be able to carry everything that I need for a month on my back. So that's just, I love the carless travel in just how you're never trapped by your car, how you have more freedom to walk around and experience the city by foot. But yeah, finding a place to always have your luggage, especially like going in between trains or things like that, that's something I'm learning to deal with. And we made it. No more trains, no more feet. We're gonna get ourselves a temporary car. So yeah, unfortunately, Los Angeles, not really a walking city. You pretty much need a car to get around the area. Let's get us some wheels. And here's our obligatory Nissan Rogue. I have a lot of experience with these because it seems like every rental car I get is a Nissan Rogue. This one's not white. Most of them have been white Nissan Rogues. And he told me what they had. I don't know much about cars, and he said a Nissan Rogue. I'm like, you know what? I've driven enough Nissan Rogues where I'm pretty familiar with them. So give me that one. Here we are, back in the saddle. Of course it is the year of planes, trains, and automobiles here on the Carpetbagger channel. So we got to throw a little bit of automobile driving. So I have this car for the next 2 weeks here in California. And by the way, because I've, complained about certain other rental car companies in the past, I wanted to, just say I've been using a lot of Hertz. Almost always when I fly out to Los Angeles, it ends up one way or another being Hertz that I rent from, and I've had nothing but good experiences. I don't feel pushed around and harassed like some of the other companies do. And as a matter of fact, the gentleman that checked me out here was awesome. He was so laid back, so accommodating, didn't push anything, just went with the flow. And you know what? I appreciate that. I appreciate that quite a bit. So I am going to the plans have been changed drastically. I'm going to be in California for 2 weeks, and then I'm going to hop a train, the Sunset Limited, and head east on that. But in the meantime, I'll be here in California. Now, got some bad news today. Bad news, and that Jen will not be coming out here to California. She just was not feeling good, was not feeling up for this type of trip. So she's not coming, which I'm really bummed out about, really sad about. The good news is that my daughter, Annabelle, is still coming. I'm going to pick her up from the airport, not tomorrow, but the day after. And she's going to spend a week here in Los Angeles with me. She's never been to Los Angeles, so I'll get a chance to show her around, take her some places that she's never been, because she's never been anywhere here. So a lot of places leave a comment in the comment section. Where do I need to make sure that I take Annabelle while she is here in Los Angeles? Now, I got my rental car. I got a hotel, and I had a great time last 3 nights on the train, but I'm really craving a hotel room right now. So I think I'm going to go to my hotel room, get this video edited, get relaxed, take maybe a few hours of just downtime tonight. It is still daylight out, and I am wrapping up my filming for the day, which is a rare occurrence. On the train, I would wake up at 6 or 7 and just start filming right away and film all the way. Basically, it would film till sunrise to sundown, because I wanted to see as much of the terrain of the United States as I could. But thank you guys so much. Thank you for those of you following along on the train trip. Thank you to those of you who are going to continue following along with other adventures. We'll be back on a train in 2 weeks. For those of you interested in the train trips, this train trip is not over. We're just taking a 2-week reprieve here in Southern California. And if you like these videos, please subscribe. I travel around the country. I film roadside attractions, amusement parks, museums, haunted houses, and I do so on planes, trains, and automobiles. If you'd like to help out the channel in other ways, consider contributing to Patreon. If you give at least $3 a month, I will send you a postcard. Also in the Etsy shop, we have some souvenirs. We have motel key fobs. We have press pennies. We have enamel pins. And also I'm doing personalized messages on Cameo if you're interested in that. The information for all those things is in the description of this video. And all those things help keep this train on the track, this automobile on the road, and this plane in the air. Until next time, my friends, this one's in the bag.